The Astros pitching, it needs some help. I am wondering how long they're going to wait. I don't think there's a point of no return necessarily. Now that they're back above 500 and that they have made up all the ground that Dana Brown was looking to make up, I imagine that they're going to be a little bit more patient, at least for the next couple of weeks, probably at least until the first week on the other side of the All-Star break. But there is going to come a point where they need to get a pitcher. I think we have to agree on that now. With the Verlander injury happening and with obviously Urquidy being gone for the rest of the year and Javier being gone for the rest of the year, they have to do something. Not necessarily for the playoffs. They have to get another arm that's going to be able to eat innings. Your offense has been hitting at a level where it should be able to make up for whatever struggles your starters have, because now all of a sudden you're actually producing runs. But at some point, they have to make a move for a starting pitcher.
Yeah, and I don't think you can wait till July 31st or August 1st, whatever the deadline is this year. I think you need to make it come out of the All-Star break. Because even though JV is going to be back, you would think, my gut tells me, Paul, like worst case scenarios, he's back for the Seattle series after the All-Star break. So right now you're talking about 2, maybe 3 more starts. I don't know what the exact math is. We know how that goes for me on this show of how many more starts you would need to fill for Verlander until he's back. But the worst case scenario and why I if I were them, I'd be more aggressive right now is what if the worst case scenario happened tonight?
What's the worst case scenario?
Another pitcher gets hurt. It doesn't even matter who it is.
Don't put that juju out there.
What if Eric Eddy got? But look what the way the season's gone. They've got like 100 guys on the injured list.
It is insane. You would think that there's a certain point, Joe, where I'd imagine you'd think to yourself, "There's no way it can happen again."
Yes. Like you're already without, McCullers and Garcia at the start of the season and Graveman, and then since then you've lost a multitude of guys. I mean, you literally, your season long are guys who are not going to pitch this year and haven't pitched yet. How many rotations in baseball are better than Lance McCullers, Luis Garcia, Christian Javier, and Jose Urquidy? Probably 12 or 13. Like you've got a great rotation just sitting on your injured list right now.
Mm-hmm.
So like they got to make a move, and frankly, I know it might cost more, but you don't need to go get an ace. You just go get a guy.
I wonder about Jim Crane because of exactly what you said, that the ace word. Is Jim Crane going to think we need an ace?
If you look at his track record,
he likes the big ticket signings, the splashy signings, the big names. And given what we think we know about the Astros, unless there's been some sort of paradigm shift with Jose Abreu being cut, I would imagine that the final say still belongs to the skull and bones Letterman Jacket Society of Jim Crane wearing his D3 college varsity jacket, Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, Reggie Jackson wearing their Hall of Fame jackets.
Yeah, I think that it's, for me, like my perspective on this is that the reason why it's really Jim Crane is still the only one that matters is they're, $3 million away from the luxury tax, the next phase of it or whatever.
Wait, $3 million.
Yeah, $3 million.
You said 300. I was like, that would be great.
They're $3 million away from the next phase of the luxury tax. They're not going to go above that unless it's flashy. That's the Hader signing, the Abreu signings in the past, Montero. Like, if it's not a flashy move, they're not going to do it. If you look at this offseason, you lost 3 relief pitchers in Stanek, Maton, and Neris. And you didn't replace any of them until Graveman got hurt, and then you paid $95 million to Josh Hader. So you're willing to go above and beyond, but there's a name that's attached to it. So that's what I wonder with this season where they're at is him telling Dana Brown, either get a player that's under $3 million or go way over it and go get a guy that's going to start game 1 of the ALCS. Like that, I don't think they play in the gray. It feels like they play in these extremes of what they can and can't get. But I would do it now.
Sooner the better.
You know who's a free agent right now?
Who?
Trevor
Bauer?
We said not an ace. Should we light up the bat signal? try to get Jake Odorizzi back? The Astros could use. I was thinking they could use a Jake Odorizzi type, then I thought they might just be able to use Jake Odorizzi.
The guy who is most likely to get injured if he comes back.
Not most. No, Lance McCullers. Lance McCullers takes offense to that.
Yeah, he hasn't pitched since 2022.
At least,
who cares?
I mean, Jake Odorizzi got stretchered off after
After a high ankle sprain.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then he pitched the next game?
Yeah,
He was fine?
I don't think he missed a start.
Yeah, with Lance, I believe that the injury is a legitimate injury. I'm not here for Lance McCullers slander,
But
Odorizzi slander, I am.
No, but okay. So the difference is Jake Odorizzi actually plays, and we don't want that. they need arms.
They do need arms.
He has 2 of them, and I think he's ready to go.
If you got any phone call suggestions
4.0 ERA
that we can make to bring aboard the Houston Astros as a starting pitcher without them making a trade, please bring them to the table.